Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of the DIY Runway, and today I brought you to one of my favorite places in the entire world. It is Laguna Beach, and I have so many memories tied in with this place, including getting engaged, getting married, meeting some of my favorite friends. So today I brought you in with me, and I'm going to show you this really fun DIY that was probably one of the biggest challenges for me up to date as far as DIY. It is this really fun jelly-filled Christopher Kane inspired clutch, and some of you know how I have been struggling the past few weeks trying to make this and figure out the right formula for the glue and the jelly and the PVC and all that stuff. You guys, if you're following me on Facebook and on Twitter, you've probably seen me ranting and asking you for advice because I wanted to make sure that the gel is not going to leak out of the clutch. I really wish I would have had his number, be like, "What's up, Chris? How'd you do it?" Because I had to figure it out on my own. He is absolutely genius. His designs are always, in my opinion, revolutionary because he always tries to put the limits from what has already been established to something new and different and unique and creative, and it is exactly what he did with these jelly clutches and jelly accents. So I'm so excited to show you guys. Let's get started. So you're gonna need a few things. First of all, PVC material, soap dye, buttons, soap, and yes, it works, and glue. And this particular one is waterproof, which is very important, and also, it's also a very heavy-duty super glue, and I will link it down below. So start by laying your PVC over a sheet of paper. That's what I used as a stencil for my measurements of my clutch. And then I'm just loosely outlining the edge. And now I'm creating these curved shapes at the corners, and I'm just connecting them with a wavy pattern. And this is pretty much it. It's very simple. Try to pay extra special attention to your first one because it's going to be the stencil for all 4 pieces of your clutch. And then just cut it out. Now I'm going to use that same piece to contour a second piece. So this is going to be the front of my clutch. And then I'm going to use that same stencil and make the back. The only different thing is that you're going to need, you're going to make a little flap and you're going to build a triangle. And yeah, by connecting the lines and then making them curved. And this is the backing of your clutch. As you can see, I'm doing the triangle flap. And cut that out as well, and make 2 of those. So the total is going to be, the clutch is going to be a total of 4 pieces that you're going to have to glue together. And yeah, that's how it looks unglued. That's all the pieces that you need. So now for the gluing part. Oh my goodness, you guys, make sure that you apply a pretty generous amount of glue to ensure that there's not going to be any air bubbles or air pockets, otherwise the soap will seep through. So I make sure I applied very thoroughly and then kind of drop it down like this. And then I take my finger and I go through and press through all the glue to make sure that I flatten it out and seal it and there's no air pockets or air bubbles. If there are any, I will have to go back and re-glue those spots. So now I'm measuring out a dot for the magnetic clasp, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue there so I can put the clasp in there so the soap won't seep through, if that makes sense. So yeah, I made a pretty generous spot with glue there. So yeah, so I just do it the regular way. Now for the soap, you're going to dye it with soap dye so that way it turns out clear. If you have any other ideas of what kind of gel you can put in the soap, you can totally leave it down below, but soap really worked the best for me. And yeah, it's gel-like substance and it's not toxic. And now you're going to push out all the air bubbles out of your clutch, but also make sure that you don't the soap doesn't touch the edges. That way, otherwise the bond won't work. So then just bond it really well, and that's about it. Now for the second part, you're going to put the clutch in, put the soap in, take out all the air bubbles, and then just glue the top portion right there. I'm sorry, my voice is a little weird. I think I've gotten a little sick. So yeah, so now you're gonna press it down, and for the flat part, first of all, you're going to need to secure your clasp, and again, you're going to create a glue bed for it, like that, and make 2 slits and just place it in there. Now for the gluing part, you're gonna glue most of the sides, but you're gonna leave just enough room so you can pour the soap in there. And then you're just gonna carefully seal that in without any soap touching it or seeping through that. And lastly, you're gonna glue the two clutch parts together, the front and the back. And here you don't have to be as precise and as careful because the soap is already sealed. And that's about it. You're just gonna glue it all together and your clutch is done. How exciting is that? Oh, and you can add a button on top if you want that. If you guys do decide to do it, please send me a picture on Facebook, on Twitter. I would be like so excited and happy to see if somebody actually tried it and if you guys, how it turned out. I wanted to announce real quick, remember when I asked you guys to name yourselves because we've been together for so long now and I wanted to give you guys a name for the audience, and I got so many suggestions, and actually so many of you suggested that I name you Berries because my last name is Barry and you guys are gonna be my berries with an A. So since so many people suggested it, I just randomly chose a winner and it's gonna be right here. Please message me your address and I will send you the pink berry bracelet and the love bean plant. I am gonna be doing a lot of spring videos in the next coming up weeks. Please leave your comments and requests down below or anything that you have for me. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel yet so you can see more videos like this. And that's about it. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos and sticking out with me, and love you guys. Bye.